Hey, this is Robert Naini, your spray foam advisor. And I want to talk to you about change. And really, I want to make a recommendation, a book recommendation that I think everyone should read, that you should read, that your children should read, that your employees should read. And it's a book by Spencer Johnson called Who Moved My Cheese? And ultimately, this book is, has some key life lessons in it, but it applies to everyone, and it's a short book that really can probably be read in less than an hour or so. It's only 93 pages, 94 pages, but it's a large print, and it's actually the story that talks about change. That's ultimately the big life lesson that's in the book is to be aware of change and to be on the lookout for change because everything is going to change. Your life is a continuous series of changes. And oftentimes we are resistant to change. We don't want to admit that change is going to come. We don't want to admit that change is inevitable. We get stuck in our routine and we expect things to always be that way. And ultimately it's not. And personally, I can tell you that I lived through this myself in my late 20s, early 30s. I had dreams of being a CEO of a large multi-million dollar company, of a $100 million company. And I just hustled every day. I drove and I committed to my profession and my work, and I spent as much time as I needed to get my work done and to help others because ultimately I knew I was going to be an executive of a large company one day, and that I wanted that more than anything. It drove me. It helped me be a better employee. It helped me be a better person, and I studied to try to achieve that. And ultimately, I had a big change occur in my life, and as a result of that big change, I realized that isn't really what I wanted. That's not what I want now. I know that being the CEO, the executive, the general manager of my own small company is much more fulfilling and it's much more free than being the CEO of a large multi-million, $100 million plus company and reporting to owners. Ultimately, by being the owner and the general manager of my own company, I have a better quality of life. And I didn't know that's what I wanted at the time. And it took drastic changes in my life for me to realize that is more, that's better for me. And the thing is, what's good for me is not necessarily good for you. And what I want is not necessarily the same thing as what you want. So we have to be on the lookout for change. We have to be on the lookout for what we want in life, and we have to be open to the possibility that not only might our desires change, but as we grow and become better and gain more knowledge, that our intentions for our future might change, that our goals for the future might change, that how we want to interact with our families might change, that all of these things are dynamic, living components of your life, and you have to be willing to pay attention to what's happening and be able to change with the times. And ultimately, that's the lesson that's learned in Who Moved My Cheese. No, you can't skip it just because you watch a 4-minute video here at Spray Foam Advisor. I highly recommend that you go pick it up, that you read it, and then pass it on and let somebody else read it. It's a great book, like I mentioned, that is as good for adults as it is for kids. And all of us should be aware of these changes that happen in life and some of the better ways to deal with it. This has been Robert Naini with Spray Foam Advisor. Thanks for checking us out. Catch us on some more videos. I love questions. Anyone out there, feel free to shoot in a question. I'll give you an email address right here for any questions you have. Send them to questions@sprayfoamadvisor.com. sprayfoamadvisorsingular.com. So questions@sprayfoamadvisor.com. Go ahead and send those questions in. I'll get to as many of them as I can, and I'll try to incorporate a select few into some of my weekly videos.
And of course, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the blog if you haven't already done that. Find us on YouTube and like us, like and follow us there. And check us out on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find us on all of your favorite social media sites, and you can keep up with the words of wisdom coming out of Spray Foam Advisor. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. We'll catch you on some more videos. Take care.